It is not Rocktober anymore, but that was one of the songs to feature. Bassist Gene Simmons on lead vocal. He's obviously led an interesting life, and his personal philosophy on power is you are the architect of your success. But once you get it, what exactly do you do with it? And is there too much of a bad thing? Here to discuss how to attain power, how to keep it, and how to harness it, rock icon and co-founder of KISS, Gene Simmons, also the author of the brand new book on power, My Journey Through Corridors of Power, and how you can get more power. All right, Gene, welcome to the show.
This is how nutty the world has become. Bass player in a rock band, which happens to be America's #1 rock band of all time in all categories, is finally going to tell you how you can make some more money and attain power. And wear shades because the sun never sets on planet cool.
What do you like more, money or power?
Well, you know, they're not always the same thing. There are some very famous people who have lots of power. Some famous people have lots of money. And there are some unknown people who have a lot of money but don't have the power. They're not always the same thing. Yeah. Tiny Tim was famous, not a lot of power. It's before your time. Have you heard of Tiny Tim?
Yes, he got married on The Tonight Show. The highest rated broadcast in the history of
Bam! Miss, what was her name?
It was like Miss Lizzie or Cindy or something. Yeah.
So to make a long story...
I know there are people screaming at the TV right now.
That's right. Yeah. So to make a long story short, kiddies, because you don't have a lot of time on Earth, you know, you wake up and then you're gone. So you're living outside of New York, okay? So that means you don't have the same... You know, the same situation that she does. You walk down the street, business to business, you get to be on Fox, Wall Street's down there, Fashion Avenue's over there, so there's a lot of hubbub and bub in New York City. A lot of opportunity here. You live in the hills of Tennessee or in Davenport, Iowa. How do you get more power, and how do you get more money?
Do you have to move?
Often you do, because the mountain will not come to you, Mohammed. Yeah. Okay, that's an old phrase from the Middle East, but it actually is profoundly accurate. But you don't have to nowadays. Now that the internet...
Miss Vicky, thank you. I was just informed by our line producer. Thank you.
But that's cheating. You're supposed to come up with it. Your handheld device has all the knowledge of mankind right there. And I did this on Maria this morning, but I don't mean that literally.
Whoa, I was going to say, Gene, family show.
What do you call me, Siri?
You're asking me? My Lord and Redeemer?
You see, that's the way to get along with everybody. So once you do that joke, then you move on to the real thing. How do I change your life? Because I used to teach 6th grade in Spanish Harlem, and I said this ad infinitum, ad nauseum. And I also graduated the school system in America.
Is that were you writing music at the time?
I still can't write music. I can't read or write music, but I've written
composing music?
I've come up with hundreds and hundreds of songs, many of which are going to be on GeneSimmonsVault.com, the largest box set of all time. But I am remiss in my inferred fiduciary duty if I don't continue my tirade before I get too tirade. I really want to reach out and help you, because when I graduated from high school, I learned very little. 1 and 1 is 2, and Columbus discovered America. That's not going to help me understand what's capitalism. How do I pay my taxes? Should I get married? At what age? What's the cost of life? You know, what is a mortgage? How do you do that? You never learn that stuff in school. The Board of Education should do that. By the way, yes, I do own this logo. I've owned this for 25 years.
Is that true?
That is true.
The money bag?
Yes, I do.
And who owns the song Happy Birthday?
2 grandmothers in New Jersey. They don't own the song. It was public domain. They own the arrangement of it.
Interesting.
So back again to me, because I am very fascinating. So I want to finish my point of view. How can you make more money? Just looking at myself, and I can't stop touching me.
Why is that?
Well, that's because I won't sue me. If anybody else touches me, then it's Harvey Weinsteinitis. So kids, listen to me. You...
Oh, it's such an uncomfortable phrase.
What? Sue me?
Don't whip out your Weinstein, please.
All right, settle down. Don't get excited. So,
hard not to.
Listen to me, kids. This is important. Kennedy is doing the jokes. I want to make you more money.
That's right.
So you live in Davenport, Iowa, or someplace like that. How do you make more money? One of the things you can do is move to New York or LA, but then you get a lot of competition.
Very distracted.
So
a lot of people get distracted, dejected.
Don't quit your day job, and I'm pointing like this so the camera won't go away from me, and then sometimes over there.
Yep.
Don't quit your day job. Start a home business. Create an LLC, a limited liability corporation.
Should prostitution be legal?
That's a nice segue, Kennedy.
Well, that could be a home business. I'm just wondering how
Well,
libertarian Gene Simmons is.
Well, but I want to simplify it for them first,
Okay.
and then we'll get to the fun and games and the blow-up dolls and everything. So you can start an LLC. What that means is bring your kids around or your next-door neighbor and start a company, take over one of the rooms in your home, put up your computer, and the internet and social media is the extension of your arms and legs, and so marketing and sales is zero. It doesn't cost you anything. And then you can do anything, including getting bottled water, rebranding it, called diet water. You know, be creative, come up with something you think people will buy.
A hole in the marketplace,
And
plug it in your home.
And plug it in, and then you can deduct the square footage of that room from your taxes.
I've always heard that was a red flag for the IRS.
Sure, let them come in and audit somebody who's making 25, 30 grand a year. Stupid.
Yeah. Gene Simmons, the opposite of stupid, quite smart, some would say brilliant, a powerful and attractive man, and all of the secrets to money-making and power are right here in this lovely dossier.
This is a follow-up to Me, Inc.
I adore everything about you.
I do too.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I would burn my money to have his.